Thanks everybody for watching my Nexbelt review. I've been wearing this for quite a while and I really like it a lot. This won't take that long. I'm going to go over the features of the belt. I'm going to show you how it works, how solid, how rigid it is, talk about the materials a little bit, and then let you go. I was very careful at first about ratchet style belts, and the reason was I was concerned with the materials. I'm thinking, will that poly piece on the inside be very solid? Will it be stable? Will it be junk polymer? I can tell you now that I've played around with this thing and I've used it, it's a really high grade polymer that I think will hold up just fine. And we look at how solid the belt is. It doesn't stand up maybe perfectly like an EDC bio belt or a really rigid leather belt, but it's stable enough for EDC. And what I mean by that is I've had those other belts and worn them all day long where I've sat in the car a lot or I've sat at work a lot, and they can irritate you a little bit. They can get a little uncomfortable on the hips. This does not do that. It gives just enough to be comfortable, but yet still hold your gun very solid. Now I've got a piece here that's got a cutaway, it's a piece I cut off, and at the very bottom there is 60 thousandths thick. So right here, it's a 60 thousandths thick polymer. You can see it's pretty rigid. Trying to twist it and bend it, it just isn't going to happen. You're sure not going to crush it lengthwise. So very good materials with the nylon, which is a solid, stable platform enough. Then you put a 60 thousandths piece of polymer woven in. You got a pretty rigid belt. But like I said, just enough to let that thing work with your body a little bit for EDC purposes. When it comes to you, you'll notice on the inside there are measurements. Those are inch marks. And what they suggest you do is you take your pant size and add 2 inches and cut it right there. I did that and I happened to be a little bit big. I had a little too much belt sticking out. So I cut mine at the 36 inch mark. Now I wear 36 pants, I have a 34 inch waist. So for me it worked out better to go 36, which is 2 inches over my waist size instead of my pant size. I buy 36s to give me more room in my hips as well as to have extra room for my gun. Very high grade steel material. If I could just show you guys the weight on this thing, it is solid. It's a nice piece of steel, and it's got like a kind of a rough coating over it. So it's almost like a texture paint, but very beautifully done and very well finished. The materials are just really nice. It's got teeth that are going to grab the belt once we install it here, which I'll go ahead and show you that now. Very easy to assemble. It's going to come in this package, rolled up. Take everything out, do your trimming. The belt's going to go in just like so into the slot. All right, so into the slot. Now this part is difficult. They really did it right with these teeth. You want to hold the belt in and then you're going to snap it. Now what I didn't do yet was, if you look right here, there are 2 holes, and they also send in the packaging little set screws, and they've got Loctite on them, and you can throw those into those holes. There's 2 of them when you decide exactly what size to cut it to. I didn't do that yet because I wanted to show you guys in the review how to take it apart, how to assemble it. So now I'm going to go ahead and get those screws put in after this review is finished. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like on and how it secures the gun, and we'll get this thing wrapped up. So here I am with the Nexbelt on, and what I really like about this is the ease of adjustment. Let's say you want to ratchet it up a little bit. It's just a matter of pushing it in a 1/4 inch. Let's say you go eat a huge meal and you're feeling a little bit pudgy, you want to loosen it. You're going to reach under that lever, pull it out, and back it off a 1/4 inch. So it's very easily adjustable. You can even do it under your shirt. So if it's your EDC belt and you're carrying concealed and you want to adjust it, you can reach right through your shirt and you can adjust it however you want to. So when I pull it out, when you were to put the belt on, one advantage to this belt also is you can go somewhat loose. You can take your pistol, put it where it goes, and then go ahead and ratchet it tight from there, maybe a little tighter even. And again, you go eat a big meal, you feel like I need to back that off a little bit, pull that lever, back it out. Very easily done, guys, very easily. done. So nice and solid, holds that gun nice and rigid there, and we crank it a little tighter. Very, very nice. And what I like about it is you don't get that big protruding belt buckle that you get when you carry appendix with the big belt buckle type. So you can see how flat that stays right to the front of your pants. So really, really cool belt, guys. I highly recommend the Nexbelt. I've been carrying it quite a while. I really, really cannot say enough about it. It'll cost you around 45 bucks, something like that. But listen, most EDC belts are about that cost anyway. This thing is head and shoulders above any belt I have personally used, and I cannot recommend it enough. I'll put a link in the description below to their website. Thank you guys for watching my Nexbelt review.